Hi. So, I'm going to the movies by myself today. I've done it on several occasions, but let me just give you a short little rundown of why. So, back in October, I decided to sign up for AMC Stubs because I was like, I love movies. I go see movies on like a regular basis. Why don't I get rewarded for it? And then, they try to sneak in their little promo and they had their AMC Stubs premiere subscription free for an entire month. And I was like, chill, that's cool. And I was like, shit, yo, you could see up to 3 movies a week for free. And this is when I was back in New York going to school, so I didn't really see how I would have the time. I ended up seeing one movie with a friend. It was pretty chill. Anyways, but when was it? November rolls around, it's about to be the free month, or the free month trial is about to be over, and I was like, oh, might as well, cancel it because I'm not gonna be able to pay $25 a month. My dumbass didn't see the fine print in the very original email and saw that there's a 3-month commitment after subscribing for the first time, and I was like, shit. So I was contacting all of these different representatives and whatnot, and then I found out that I'd either have to pay out all that money right then and there, or I'm just gonna have to deal with it. So I figured I might as well take advantage of that today. It's a pretty crappy day, if I'm gonna be honest. But I'm going by myself, and normally, I would try to go out and try to like ask a friend or try to see if any friend is up, but also going to the movies is really expensive. But I figured also, like, why wait for other people? I've done a lot of waiting the past year or so for to wait for other people, to do things, but I figured, that's stupid. Why wait for other people when you could just go do it on your own? And again, I'm completely fine with doing it by myself. I feel like as a young teenager today, we're always obsessed with trying to find other people to do stuff with, but imagine all the shit that you would miss out on if you just decided to wait on others instead of just go doing it yourself. I mean, in terms of reinforcing an experience and a memory, you'd probably want somebody else to be there with you to share it, but screw that. I know I'm not one to talk because most of the time I will find somebody to do things, but most of the time, I'm fine with just chilling by myself. This is me time. And a lot of people don't do that. So I'm gonna go do that. And today I'm going to be watching Knives Out and Honey Boy. And Honey Boy looks so freaking good. So we're gonna be going into that today.
Hi. How's it going? So I just wanted to interject here for a little bit and commentate, just because I knew after I recorded it, it was probably, what I had to say was probably going to raise some concerns, but essentially I know it's not the best idea or safe to pretty much go out by yourself these days, and I understand that completely, but if what am I trying to say? Again, I recognize that, and I know it probably isn't the best idea to go out by myself, especially because I'm a young girl who's a minority. So, that's already, I'm checking off all the boxes in terms of stuff that could happen to me and whatever. But again, I feel like you also shouldn't just let things like that also get in the way of things you want to do. And I know that's it may sound naive, but if you really feel like you want to go do something, you also shouldn't let stuff like that also fill your mind, because again, if you take just the extra precautions and actually just pay attention to your surroundings, stuff won't probably happen to you. I'm not saying that because people don't do that, that's not that they're easily able to have that stuff happen to them, but it's just if we could also I'm not putting responsibility on the people or the victims of stuff, but just saying at least I take the steps to make sure that I'm safe and I'm watching out for myself. That's all. Okay. Yeah. So your girl has been big boy sad lately and has been listening to a lot of Rex Orange County, both his new and old album. And I'm not physically driving in this video. I've been called out on my mom on several occasions for driving while recording, so yeah. This is me going to a movie theater at a mall. It's half an hour out of my way. But again, we're making moves here. The weather back in North Carolina was pretty sucky, not gonna lie. I'm coming from about 20-degree weather. Isabel here is not too happy. So I zipped on through, got my ticket scan, got me some popcorn, and I finessed myself an icy because the cup that they give, they also don't watch what you put in it, so your girl was pretty happy about that. And 2 hours passed, and I watched Knives Out first. Phenomenal movie. Also, Ana de Armas. I know I'm not saying that right, but she's literally the most gorgeous person in the entire freaking world, and I think I've just found my new celebrity female crush. After the movie, I have to say this is probably one of my top 5 longest pisses I've ever had to take after like drinking that whole ass icy. So this is just a shot of me enjoying that. So I had about probably an hour and a half to kill, so I basically just walked around trying to find different gifts at different stores. So I popped up to FYE to shop for some, I guess you could say juicy gifts, but I honestly ended up just coming across some strange things.
So I'm doing some Christmas shopping right now, and I just got my brother a whole Woody toy. And I just realized Christmas is going to be expensive this year, and I don't know how I'm going to find the way to pay for all these gifts, but we're going to make it work. Right now we're on our way to see the second movie, which is, again, Honey Boy, written by the one and only Shia LaBeouf. I'm trying not to talk out loud either, because I don't want to be caught talking to the camera. But we're making moves here, y'all. So it feels good to be back home in North Kakalaki, and yeah, we're just doing our thing.
I arrived hella early to this next movie, and I thought it was supposed to start at 3:50. Didn't start till 4:10, so I sat there for about half an hour by myself. Yeah, I thought I was gonna be the only one in that theater because literally people didn't come in like 5 minutes after 4:10. I know I was super early anyways, but yeah.
Oh my god, that movie was so fucking sad, and I've never related so much before. Honey Boy, 12 out of 10. Please go see it. Oh my god. That was fucking rough to sit through. Not because it was bad, but because it was wonderfully written. So Shia LaBeouf, Jesus Christ, like, my mind's been blown. So, I would say going by myself to the movies. I think people should do it more often. I think, in terms of like really also getting the best perspective possible and forming your opinion about a movie. I definitely should. I feel like you should go see yourself just because we're so easily influenced by, other people. I'm not gonna lie, I've been feeling very lonely lately. And I know this was kind of not a good thing, I guess, because I'm just basking in my loneliness even more. But again, like, I've just been thinking about stuff, and just thinking about why I feel lonely and how I can make that loneliness not so shitty. So, and I think, goal of life is to not make things feel as shitty. I mean, it's inevitably going to be that way, but, why not just make things more or less shitty than they probably have the ability to. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm saying at this point. Honestly, I'm just walking alone and it's kind of dark out and wet, and I'm just trying not to feel this sense that I'm going to get kidnapped and murdered, which I know is not going to happen. That was weird. Anyways, so almost to the car. Gonna drive home. What the fuck is this parking job? It's literally parked between on the top of a line. Get it? Like, it's the back of the parking lot. Like, have some sense. Jesus Christ.
Bluetooth connected.
Thank you. So now we're in the car, and again, we're just gonna drive back home. Probably hang out with some friends. To fill that loneliness void, because I've been a sad bitch lately. Knives Out also was so good. And the twist, it's like you expected it. And here's the thing. It's like you expected it, but then the way it was executed was just really well done. And sometimes, you know, it is, I guess, just the quality of the film, I guess, in terms of like the performances and the actors kind of fulfilled that, like, you know, how do you say, like, simpleness of the plot and everything. Because I feel like we as people make things obviously way more over dramatic than we need to be, and we kind of, like, you know, over exaggerate a lot of things that happen to us. But if, like, we sell it in terms of, like, how we feel individually, I feel like that can change the whole course of things. Again, I don't really know what I'm saying right now. I haven't eaten since, like, 11 o'clock, and all I had was avocado toast. So, honestly, I can't even formulate actual coherent sentences. Yeah. So, we're gonna go home, eat, hang out with some friends, and call it a night. So it's been quite a few hours later. After I got home, so I got home around like 6:40, ate dinner, and I got hit up by my friends. I was actually planning on hanging out with my friends like yesterday, but they picked me up. We went out. We tried to go bowling. Didn't happen. We instead fucked around, which is okay because that's what we always do. But that was nice because, again, as much as I liked hanging out with myself for the day, I also wanted company. So to get me out of the current headspace I was in, so that was nice. So yes, I enjoyed my day today. I wasn't very productive as much as I wanted to be in terms of I had specific things, or I have specific things that I need to get done, and I haven't done them yet. So that's that. Yeah, we'll see what other things I do around town or while I'm home by myself, because again, I feel like that's what a lot of my time is going to be dedicated towards, because I don't have a job and all my friends do for this break, and I'm sad about that. And I know I could have tried to find a job, but that's life, and that just goes to show how much I don't really do stuff, even though I do a lot of stuff. So yes, and yeah, I went to the movies by myself today. It was fun. I enjoyed myself. Okay, good night.